Yo. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a Fall Guys stream tonight. Let me just add my Discord real quick and such. So I actually wasn't really planning to stream tonight, and at one point I thought I was going to be doing Street Fighter 6, but I think I've had my fair share of Street Fighter for tonight, so I figured why not chill with some Fall Guys for tonight, since I'm going to be on Street Fighter 6 throughout the week anyways. How's it going though, everyone? Hope everyone's been having a good weekend. Oh yeah, and then happy Lunar New Year and all that. Which I don't like celebrate a lot. I don't really celebrate, but I do it though. New skins, interesting. But yeah, we're just gonna be chilling a bit for tonight. Don't think I'm gonna be playing for like a lot tonight, but I'll play for a bit just cause. But yeah, hope everyone's weekend's been well. Yeah. I don't really feel like doing this, so we'll just do solos. Yeah, really just here to chill tonight, do a bit of Fall Guys, and yeah. Hey yo man, welcome to the stream, and congrats on being first. Just felt like chilling tonight, since I was thinking about doing Street Fighter 6 tonight, but I played enough Street Fighter 6 this weekend to say the least. So I figured, might as well take it easy tonight, since I'm gonna be on Street Fighter 6 like, throughout the week anyway, so yeah. How's it going though, Malin? Hope your weekend's been well? Good to take a break? Yep. Especially since, like I said, if I'm gonna be playing a lot later anyways, might as well make the most of it before the grind gets real again. But it definitely will after today. So far so good. Not sure how long I'll be playing for tonight, but just wanted to play because most people I knew weren't really streaming, so I just wanted to do something for a bit to pass the time, even though work tomorrow and all that. Been a chill weekend? Good to hear. You finally hit 100k channel points here? Ooh, nice. Man, that reminds me, I should probably do some more channel rewards, but I need to think about what I can do with that. Which, I'll figure it out at some point. But congrats though, Malin. I didn't get to say too much about it when you posted my Discord about Fairy Tail, but you definitely made a lot of progress to say the least. Since you're in the Tartarus arc now, right? I assume you saw the Grand Magic Games already, and assume... Yeah, Grand Magic Games, and there are like 2 other arcs available, but there was our filler arc, so you didn't have to watch them if you didn't want to. Oh, oof. Marathon it? Damn. You definitely got through a lot this weekend, to say the least. Definitely got through a lot. Okay, made it through. Also, a new stage I've never done before, I think. Unless they're implementing creator rounds in. Which, it's a pretty cool one, I'll admit. So, like, did you also see that arc with Lucy's... Lucy's relative? as well as the whole thing with their spirits as well. But yeah, there was a lot during it for sure, to say the least. Ah, nice, nice. Like, sure, those arcs, those two were pretty much the quote-unquote filler arcs, to say the least. But they were fun arcs for me personally. Just to enjoy, as well as to like take a break from the main story since at this point, it's pretty much all main story from here. You don't mind, Phil? You love extra content? I guess it really depends for me on when they do it, which, like I said, with Fairy Tail, they did place it in between big arcs rather than during them. Which is that was one of my main issues with Naruto. Since they pretty much had it like during some big arcs and all that. But it is a fun one for sure, to say the least. Anyways, like, I think, but just so you know, so it seems like, I think most people most people, like, that I've seen, like a mixture of either the Grand Magic games and the Tartarus arc, which, for good reason, both arcs are great to say the least, for what they do. Tartarus arc especially since that was a fairly, well, I won't say too much about it, but Tartarus arc is when Fairy Tail does go into a different direction that you probably wouldn't expect of the anime to do. In a good way, though. So I will admit, Grand Magic games, it's not like too high up there for me personally, but it's a fun arc though. It just, but at the same time, that's also probably just because I'm really biased for the Tenro Island arc instead, which, now that you've seen it all, pretty much Loxus was definitely my favorite part of the Tenro Island arc. Seeing him come back and all that, and fight Hades. As well as all of the other fights and other events that led up to it too. And that's why I'm also really biased for the 10th opening. Aww, couldn't greet him. Anticipation? Yep. Foreshadowed when it looked like Makarov was going to die. And then when he finally comes back and does what he does. It was definitely epic to say the least. Okay, got one. Aw, I tried to take him with me. Oh well. Regardless though, you're definitely in for a good time once you get, now that you're in the Tartarus arc. because a lot happens there to say the least. And if it wasn't for Tenro Island, that arc would probably be my favorite arc in Fairy Tail. But it's like just a little behind Tenro Island for me personally. Just a little bit. Not so close. Oh well. Oh well. God damn it. And they're still playing as boss, I shouldn't worry too much. Oh come on, how is that not mine? Oh. Darn it. This is gonna be a little tough, I'll admit. Okay, halfway. But there's less than... Oh, I should have gone. Wait. Okay, just need one more. Which, that one more is there. Peace. So wait. Thinking about, I recall you pretty much last saw the thing. Well, no, wait. Okay, yeah. So I do remember you already finished the part with the big people, right? In Fairy Tail Malin. The one where you had to help them since they were stuck in ice and all that. I can't recall exactly what happened after that. Maybe there was something small before stuff really happens. I'm trying to remember it, because that part's a little foggy for me at the moment. That was a bit ago. Okay. Gotcha. I can't recall exactly where you're at now, where something else happens. But I assume something did happen, though. Currently. But that was a pretty fun arc, though. Or that was a pretty fun moment. Or, I guess not really an arc, but fun side story. Or fun mini-story that leads up to what you're going to see soon. I'll admit though, one of the funniest things during this part was pretty much when you saw Gray and Natsu fight early on. And Urza was trying to when they were gone on a mission for too long. And then they, like, Lucy, Wendy, and Urza were worried until Happy just showed, and Happy was, yeah. Happy shows up looking like he's been through hell, and then they just realize it's just Natsu and Gray doing their usual thing. And then Urza tries to mediate the two, only to get punched herself. And then, yeah, rip those two. Definitely a fun moment. It's always a fun moment with those two for sure. Never ends at all. Indeed. Oh, okay. Wow. Somehow I lived. Anyways, I need that dragon. Yes. I definitely agree for that dragon, though. Yeah, definitely after the dragon. Which, well, I guess on another note, anime-wise, I'll admit, I actually haven't really been watching anything lately. Ever since I finished Echo, anyways. Like, there are things that you did do on Watch, and things that did just start recently that I am interested in, but just, I guess lately, I just haven't really been interested in starting anything yet. Probably just because of grinding Street Fighter and other things in life currently. Which I'll probably get to at some point anyways, but... I messed up. What? You got it first? Okay, you can get that. Okay, you got that? Yes. Ah. Haha. Hey, let's go. We probably will get to them at some point anyways, by the way. But I guess we'll see whenever I do. Just because there are other things I am planning for this month and next month to a degree. But we'll see. Well, I will be watching Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, Advent Children Complete Edition. Only because I already bought tickets for it, since it is airing in movie theaters in a few weeks. Actually, next week. Next week, Wednesday, specifically. So I do plan... So that will be one thing I will be watching. With all admit, there aren't really too many things that are releasing movie-wise that I'm interested in. But that'll probably be one of the few things I do. All things considered. Oh, I got the tail. Cool. Oh, that works again? Ah, that's on me. Oh, actually, screw you. What? Yeah, you're the one that grieves me. Yeah. You're the one that grieves me. As long as you don't win, I'm happy. Yeah. I could have tried to win, but then I remembered that was the one that was trying to grief me, so I got payback. Did they lower the captains already too? Because oh no, wait. I think I was playing with less last time, but oh well. Because I remember when this game used to have like 60 players in the lobby, but then they reduced it to 40 later on. Which I think 40 is a fine number still, but I do miss it when we used to have those 60 people lobbies. But it did make finding games harder as a result. Which is fine though, because it is easier to get games now compared to before. But, oh well. Game's still fun though. Hey yo, Cosmic, welcome to the stream. Just chilling with some Fall Guys tonight at the moment. Was thinking about doing Street Fighter 6, especially since I do actually need to work on my Battle Pass for Street Fighter 6 on consoles. But I played enough Street Fighter 6 this weekend, and I will be playing more this week anyway, so I figured might as well just chill tonight with Fall Guys for a bit. How's it going though, Cosmic? Hope your week's been well. Hope your weekend's been well. Assume you're a little busy because school started up again and all that, but hope it's been manageable at least. I'm not much of a football person as well as IRL sports in general, so I haven't been following the Super Bowl, but I do keep up with the ads with it though. Am I good? Yeah, good to hear, good to hear. I did see something you mentioned about being a bit busy at school, which I'll get to that soon enough. Hanging with friends and all that? Okay, for sure, for sure. At least you aren't burning yourself out with school and all that, because it does get draining at times and all. Nice to balance it out. Nice to balance it out in general. Anyways, my weekend, I guess I didn't really do like a crazy lot, but it was a pretty chill weekend, I'd say. Mostly with Street Fighter 6, aside from the usual. Oh, that guy got lucky. So basically, like, it was just really going to the gym and a lot of Street Fighter 6 since I actually went to a monthly yesterday for Street Fighter 6. First offline tournament for the year for Street Fighter. Which I was planning to do last month, but like I mentioned earlier, my family got COVID just the day before. Which I still could have gone since I actually tested negative, but like I mentioned, I didn't want to risk getting anyone else sick, so I ended up just chilling at home instead. But yeah, got to compete yesterday, and overall, I did alright for my standards. I lived up to how they seated me at least, so I'm not too mad about it. I definitely felt doable to have gone a little further, but I'm alright with how I did overall though. Got 13th out of 32 players, I think. And I'll admit, most of yesterday was just really to go to the offline tournaments and really try out and, well, compete again on my leverless control. My Razer Kitsune, aka my leverless controller. That was pretty much all I did. That was pretty much. God damn it. Why were you guys hanging like that? Hey, Z-Boy. Welcome to the stream. Just chilling with a bit of Fall Guys tonight, since I was gonna stream some Street Fighter 6, but I played enough this weekend with the monthly I went to yesterday, as well as the unintentional 4-ish hour rank grind. I think it was like 4 hours, we're really close to it. But I did enough rank for Street Fighter 6 today that I was like, okay, let's just do Fall Guys instead, for my own sanity for now. Hey, Puck, you're here. Almost 30 minutes late, but welcome to the stream. And yes, it is a Dragoon skin, which you could have gotten if you actually played the real Fall Guys, instead of the fake Fall Guys you played in Final Fantasy XIV. You could have gotten this skin too. Instead, you had to play the fake Fall Guys. How's it going, though, Puck? Hope your weekend's been well. Just chilling tonight, basically. For, like, probably like 2-3 hours. Probably, but we'll see. But yeah, hope everyone's weekend's been well. As I was saying earlier, I was just competing in the Street Fighter 6 tournament yesterday. Overall, it did alright. Definitely could have gone a little further, but I'm alright. Well, I'm satisfied with how I've been doing, at least because of the fact that I did switch to a new controller, like last month. Yeah, it was just nice to compete again in an offline tournament, which I'm going to at least try to attend this monthly, time to time, and the one in Irvine, in case you're wondering, Z, and anyone else in the area. Which, I will say, I'm glad I had my dad drop me off instead of look for parking, because apparently that place gets really crowded. The place its ad gets really crowded during the weekends, and yeah, it was essentially impossible to find parking. Unless I parked like somewhere else much further away. Anyways, 30 minutes late, you're here. Be happy that you're here. You're the one always telling me to stream, Pock. Or telling me I'm late. So naturally, I just do the same to you. Not to mention a few other people came in earlier than you too, so... Yeah. Well, that actually worked. I'm just saying, Pock. It's only because you keep telling me to stream, is all. Like I said, how is it going, Pock? Haha. Oh yeah, and like I mentioned, there was a Red Bull online tournament happening today, but because that was pretty much spent from yesterday, and not to mention I ended up being spent today with rank. I said, yeah, let's just chill tonight, but I will be doing at least one online tournament. Next weekend, actually. It's still the same West Coast Rumble monthly that I usually compete in. So, I will be doing that again this month. It's probably going to be a smaller tournament, but nonetheless, it's usually convenient happening during the weekends for me. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to be doing that tournament before Ed arrives and all that. Hey, it worked out for me. At least before Ed arrives anyways. Because like I said, once Ed releases, I am going to commit to a month playing just him. Like, I might like go to training mode with Ken time to time. Just so it doesn't like wear out or I feel rusty when I use them. But like I said, in regards to like who I play in Street Fighter 6 for March, I'm pretty much focusing on Ed. That's the plan anyways. Me too. Rip that one guy that was over there. Oh. Okay. Well, you four can have fun, I guess. There was one guy. Whoever it was. Anyways, like I was saying though, overall feeling a little more confident playing on Leverless. I definitely still have some. I definitely could have room to improve on it though, for sure. But nonetheless, I am feeling more confident in using Leverless in general compared to before. Oh shoot, not this one either. Nowhere safe. We're just trying to have fun. Well, nowhere is safe, so... Oh shoot. Please. I cannot believe I lived that. It's stressful. Okay. Oh. Oops. We screwed. Oh, I accidentally screwed over someone. We accidentally crashed into each other and let that person win. Oh well. I guess it happens. It's fine. Don't really care too much about that anyways. Oh well, here we go. There we go. Alright, though on another note, Street Fighter 6 related. I'm pretty much gonna be playing that throughout the week generally. Probably will stream a bit of it. At least because, like I said, I already finished my Battle Pass for Street Fighter 6 on PC, but I still need to really make progress on consoles, which PC, I did buy the one that lets you skip a couple tiers. Just so I didn't have to play as much. Back to this again. Bro. You don't get one either. Bro. Just leave me alone, you guys. Let me qualify first. Okay, now you all can fight. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably stream a bit of Street Fighter 6 this week if anything. Probably next week as well. Probably. Just to be on the grind and all that, and oh yeah, this week I might play around with Luke on stream too, just because I already got Luke to Masters on PC. I haven't started Luke rank at all on consoles, which I'm not to do that just to pass the time, if anything. Because like I said, at this point, aside from grinding for future events and all that, I am trying to play more in general, so yeah. Now once Edward releases, like I said, I'm pretty much focusing on him. Alright, and just another heads up. So, I am still gonna stream 7 Rebirth, which it drops on the 29th, aka a Thursday. Just a heads up, don't expect a stream from me the day 7 Rebirth releases. Hell, I'm not even sure my collector's edition is gonna come in on time either. So worst case, I'll probably start that during the weekend if anything. Give you all a few days to prepare for it if anything. Or get ahead so you can come by my stream if you want. Just by a bit if anything. But yeah, I'm not gonna be starting on 7 Rebirth immediately. And honestly, and not to mention, like I said, Ed also releases that week too, which I'm really want to focus on learning him too, so good chance I don't even start on it that week either. Good chance I don't. Uh-huh. Well, why you gotta make life harder for us? Well, I can't even go here anyway. Okay. Okay. I'm okay. Hey, we won one. Just before the hour hit. Well, not just before, but close to it. I also didn't really say this though. Aside from going going to my monthly yesterday, which I was just chill. Well, even though I could have done better, it was still pretty chill in general. Like it was just a chill environment to be around with. Unfortunately, there wasn't really much time to do casual slash friendlies after most of the bracket finish, unfortunately. But I guess it is what it is at that point. Even so, it was a fun event to go to. Getting to see some people I haven't seen in a while, or meeting a few for the first time as well. So I guess one observation I definitely made when I was there was it is crazy to see how many people are pretty much on a leverless controller now. Compared to like stick, at least. There's a couple of pad players still. Pad is still very convenient and still a really good controller to use too. But the fact that there aren't really that many stick users in general nowadays, which I'll admit, I don't even add to that. I don't help with that problem either. As someone who used to use a stick anyways. Which I can still use it if I want. But leverless feels a lot more enjoyable in comparison. For me personally. But man, we are definitely in a leverless revolution phase. That was just in case. Oh, only a few of them. Okay, this guy can. Barely. Still qualified though. But yeah, it was just an observation I did notice yesterday, which, like I said, I don't think leverless is, like, levers are dead and all that. I think they'll still have it. I think there still will be a market for them and all that. So I'm not like worried about. There's still definitely gonna be a market for them, and there's still gonna be players that use them for sure. But it does really start. It is starting to feel like leverless is sort of the new norm now versus before. I actually forgot about that shortcut for a bit. Okay, first. Will this guy make? Will this beam make it, or will he fall? He'll make it. Cool. Now, how many people actually survived? Oh wow, only 6 of us got eliminated. Pretty decent turnouts, I'd say. Pretty decent. Another survival one though. So I know like 7 Rebirth will be the next big thing I play through, but I might start on a short game called Mirror. I might start on. I did allude the idea already, but I am considering starting on Mirror's Edge. Maybe either sometime this week or early next week, if anything. Possibly. Because like I said, I don't want to dedicate to anything like crazy long. Because of 7 Rebirth and all that. Not that there are other games I do plan to get as well. Like, that aren't too long after. Stuff like... Hmm. Anyways, like 7 Rebirth this month. I'm not getting Rise of Roma or Dragon's Dogma next month. Rise of Ronin, I'll probably get during a sale. Dragon's Dogma 2, well, I do actually have the first game now, because I got that during the sale, which I actually don't really know too much about the game, but I did have seen a lot of people get excited for Dogmas 2, which I don't know if I'll play it, but I'll probably play the first one at some point, just to try it out and see how I feel about it. Not sure if I'll do it on stream or off, but we'll figure it out. And in April, there's Stellar Blade, which I'm really excited for that game as well. But we'll see. Oh yeah, how can I forget to talk about this? But, well, I'll talk about it after this. But it's in regards to some emotes I commissioned today. Which I did allude the idea. So I was trying to do 4 animated emotes, but I'll more likely than not stick with just 3 additional animated emotes, which probably will come by the end of this month. Probably. Two of them are fairly safe picks for anime emotes. What you would probably expect. One being obviously a tap emote. One being a kind of emote you would probably like when some kind of nice soundtrack plays. You can use that instead. And then the last one is pretty much a Street Fighter related emote, which hope you all like it once it's actually completed. Bro, how did he not get greased? I grabbed him too. This bitch. What? Okay, how the hell did he stay on? Let's just see how this person does. See if we tell these 3 will probably survive. Since yeah, I hate spectating. More emote slots now? Yep. It was released sometime like a few weeks ago. So basically, at the very least, you got at least 2 more regular emote slots, which I'm not sure if you're here when you saw Z, but so I've had this emote for a while as my tier 2. I didn't keep it as a tier 2 to make it as an incentive to sub to it. It was just because that was literally one of the only slots I had left. So I pretty much moved that to tier 1 finally. But aside from that, you also get at least 6 more I think 6 more animated emote slots. Which I'm not gonna be right now I'm not gonna make use of all of them, but 3 of them should be filled up sometime before the end of this month. But yeah, there's also more tiers now to go for additional more slots, which I think it's cool for those that want to do them, or even try for it. But for me, and just a heads up, for me, I need like 80 more emote slots, or I need 80 subs. for one more regular emote slot, which, I'll pass. Which at that point, I'd be better off gifting myself it just to get it versus doing September and all that for it. You might have more. You want to check your own though, just to see how much you need and all that. You'll want to check yourself to see how much you do have, but those, like, at the minimum, you'll at least have, like, two emote slots. And a few... Oh, darn. It really popped up at the worst time. Go to the summer? Fair enough. Ah, you got it. Got it. But yeah, I do have 3 anime emote slots on the way now, though. Which I hope, like I said, hope you all like them. They are based off characters from games I have streamed, by the way. One of them is a tap emote. To no one's surprise. Let's see, you made your own tap emote, Larry made his tap emote, and then everyone else had some kind of tap emote of some sort in their for their streams. Yeah, it was pretty obvious I needed my own tap emote too. Which, funny enough, it is based off of Pokemon. I'll say that much. I was trying to think of something I could have someone else. Well, I thought about using a character for it, but I don't really have any problems with it. Like, I actually have this one, which I think it's a pretty nice tap emote from Dr. Doobie. It's from she's a character from Trails. It's cool, but I do think the based off like ones that aren't a human are nicer to do. Which, well, I already used some of my potential ones already, like obviously Ray from Guilty Gear Strive. He's already my Think emote. Hoodle's my Glare emote. So I picked the Pokemon instead, which it's just to get out the way, it's not Lucario or Venusaur. It is a Pokemon that I used for year 1. That was a tank, basically, which should be pretty easy to narrow down. Yeah, yep, Blastoise, or more so Squirtle, just cause, yeah. I thought about War Turtle, but Squirtle was more of the pick for me. You know, I'll admit, I used like, the last time I played Unite, I did use Lapras. But I'll go back to Unite at some point, I guess. BRB though? For sure. Oh yeah, side note, I did see the Pokemon Unite Championship Series has started. Which, cool to see, but I actually really don't keep up with Unite nowadays, so I have no idea what's going on with that. Aside from a few people I know that still stream Unite as their main thing. It's still fun though. I just haven't really had much reason to really go back to it lately, because Street Fighter is my main focus at the moment. currently. So, we'll see. I definitely don't see myself ever competing in Pokemon Unite again, though. As fun as it was during my first 2 years. Man, won't lie, my favorite Unite tournament that I've competed in is still actually that one Reddit tournament from 2022, I want to say? Button bashers. Oh, what? Okay, you got that. Oh, darn it. You can have that. Oh, what? I got it somehow. You can have that. Oops. Hexagon. Should be fun. Wow, how would that work? Wow, that was unfortunate. I almost sabotaged them, but oh well. This is gonna be a pretty slow one, I'll admit. Doing our best, though. Oh, I think I screwed my... Wait, where did he go? Bro. I sabotaged that area just so I can have this to myself. Well, actually, this could still be my game, actually. Possibly. Well, not with that guy down there. Two eliminated. Phew. Somehow that worked out. Somehow. To be honest, I did consider looking into a GG emote of some sorts. I considered it. Will I do it? Hard to say, honestly. Because, well, I do have one. I have one non-animated emote slot left. That I could use it for something, but I'll see how I feel. We'll see though. I should be fine. I should be fine, hopefully. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Bro, don't knock me off because of your... Okay, phew. Okay. Not to admit, with Fall Guys, so obviously I am playing it now because I still enjoy the game and all that. I will still keep doing this time to time whenever I feel like it, but I'll admit, feels sort of weird not really getting how Fall Guys used to have seasonal updates time to time, which usually led to additional battle passes and additional crossovers as well. Those were always fun to watch, but nowadays, a lot of it sort of, like, you still have some crossovers and such, but I know there's a point where a lot of people from Mediatonic actually got laid off, unfortunately. And it's like, there's still people working on this game still, but I guess it's just a shame to see that a lot of stuff they would usually do in the past sort of gotten relegated to the creative rounds. Which, hey, the creative rounds are still a good thing for Fall Guys for sure. Oh, rip that guy. Creative rounds are still dope, but it just feels like there isn't gonna be any like crazy change anytime soon to this game, unfortunately. Which, like I said, the game's still fun and all that. Just doesn't hit the same anymore compared to before. That's still fun enough for me to where I do keep playing it and all that. Oh wow. Unfortunate timing for me. Oh, fortunate for that guy. Okay, screwed them over, because they did try to screw me over at some point. Unfortunate for you as well. And we weren't the last ones anyway, so it didn't matter for us. Who won this one? Okay, this one won. That was pretty hard to call there. But close nonetheless. Alright, let me look at something real quick. I'm still here, by the way. Just look at something, is all. Okay, so at the 1 hour 20 minute mark, and we got like 30-ish minutes till it's 10. 35-ish minutes more so. I'll probably go out for like, yeah, 30-ish more minutes. Skin so cool? Ah, thank you, Cosmic. It's the Dragoon skin from Final Fantasy XIV specifically, since you remember Fall Guys and Final Fantasy XIV had their own crossover and all that. Fall Guys, we had a battle pass that was pretty much dedicated to Final Fantasy XIV. So we actually got a lot of skins, which I'll show you in a bit relating to Final Fantasy XIV. You said you missed it? Honestly, it might... Okay, I'm not sure, but there's a chance it could come back at some point. Not the Battle Pass, but the skins themselves. They could come back at some point to buy later on if you want them. So that also really depends if you really play Fall Guys a lot. And I know there's this Fall Guys event in Final Fantasy 14, which I haven't touched it, but I've seen a few friends touch it and said they enjoyed it. But Fall Guys is still the one for me in comparison to anything else that releases. And granted, I was actually saying that earlier, there hasn't actually really been too many crazy crossover events lately for Fall Guys in general, unfortunately. So it'll probably come back. So a lot of the stuff that you haven't gone before will probably come back at some point, if I'm being honest. I just have no idea when. I feel like it'll come back at some point, though. Started streaming right here? Okay, for sure, man. For sure. I appreciate the lurk, man. I hope you have a good stream yourself. Let me actually give you a lurk as well. Yeah, hopefully. Did you beat the Relink Epilogue? I did, yep. Did the post-game story, which... Oh yeah, I finished it last stream. Which I did do some co-op with some friends prior to it, but yeah, I finished up that, so we're pretty much done with Relink. I did consider streaming it for like the other stuff in-game, but... Honestly, I could do that if I want. But I also I'm more inclined to just do stuff on my own now, just because I did all the story-related stuff already on stream. Which is the main thing I wanted to get on stream. But if I feel like chilling, I wouldn't mind. I have done co-op with a few people I know, though. It is fun, though, for sure. I do like it. It's just, like I said, I'm more invested into, like, Street Fighter at the moment, because it's coming out near the end of the month. And I also have 7 Rebirth at the end of this month, which I do plan to stream it, but I'm not going to stream it immediately. I'll probably wait for a few days, if anything, before I actually commit to streaming it. Just to give other people I know a chance to make progress and all that. Not to mention, like I said, I actually am going to be on the egg grind for Street Fighter 6 as well, next month. Now I had like 2 weeks just in limbo. I don't want to start something new, but I'm like, what to play? Yeah, that's where Street Fighter 6 has started coming to me. I do plan to start on one short game of anything, Mirror's Edge. Which I've already played through before, but I never streamed it. Not to mention how it was on my old laptop that barely ran it. So, would like to try it out this time around, just because it's short and all that. But otherwise, I'm mostly grinding Street Fighter 6. That's where my limbo's going to. I haven't gotten Tekken 8 yet, but I probably will down the line. Though I'm seeing apparently crossplay between consoles and PC has been a little iffy, unfortunately. Which I'm still probably going to get the game on consoles anyways, just because it'll be easier to run. But all my other friends are pretty much on PC, so it makes things a little weird. you got all the ring. I do see you ask the question, which I'll get to you in a sec. I'll get there in a second, Cosmic. Oh darn! I missed my chance. I'm probably not gonna qualify. Darn. Oh well. I maybe you decided to play a fighting game on PC over console? Honestly, Generally, it's more so. This is more of a thing back then. Back when, when PS4 was the standard for fighting games. Like, I heard Xbox 360s was fine for fighting games, but PS4 was actually when the issue came about, because I think, like, it's not like the games are unplayable or anything on PS4. And even when the PS5 came out, some games actually did run better on PS4. Mainly the anime games. But a lot of games in general, regardless if you do PS4 or PS5, PC usually tends to be the better option, generally. Because it's like, there's not as much input lag. Like, native input lag when playing the game. Which, this is something I didn't really notice myself when I was playing fighting games. Because I was very much on PS4. So I sort of just got used to it at that point. So that's why when, like, people have made the comparisons and all that between PS4, PS5, and PC, and PC was always the better option. I never experienced it just because I was still on PlayStation, so I sort of just got used to it. Once I got my gaming laptop and tried out a few fighting games on PC, then I started to understand, like, it feels a lot different. Like, you feel like you have a lot more control over your character, and you don't feel like you have to, like, mash something just to get something out. You feel like you could just do it naturally, which, I mean, you still have to be a good player to do stuff like that, but when you're at that level and you want the best system to play on, that's generally on PC. Okay, I'm not getting anywhere here. Generally speaking, anyways. Like DNF Duel and Guilty Gear Strive were the main games I experienced it with. But playing Street Fighter 5 especially made me realize that playing Street Fighter on Playing Street Fighter 5 on PC was essentially a different game with how it felt compared to PC. I mean, compared to consoles, because I felt like, compared to PS4 and PS5, playing on PC felt a lot smoother in general. Like, it just generally feels better to play on. And then, not to mention, at least with PC, compared to play on consoles, you don't have to pay for online, which some people still make that argument, which I guess for me, it's not that big of a deal, but for those that do factor that in, I think they're allowed to. It's just for me, that's not really a big point for why I wouldn't play on consoles over PC. And mind you, this was mainly like during like any games that are like way better on PC compared to PS4 and PS5, they're probably the anime fighters of some sorts. Probably, if I were to guess. But in general, though, most of it is just really because it's usually more responsive on PC versus consoles. And generally the more ideal way to play play most modern fighting games nowadays. Or, but nowadays things are a bit different. Like PS5 is PS5 is pretty much the current gen system at the moment. We're sort of at that phase where PS4s and previous gen consoles are pretty much gonna be fading out. And like Street Fighter 6 did release on PS4, but even if the offline tournaments aren't using PCs for them, they're probably playing on PS5s nowadays. And then games like Mortal Kombat 1 and Tekken 8, those are only on current gen consoles and PC. Currently. So, which, I mean, I can't really speak too much about Mortal Kombat or Tekken, but at least with Street Fighter 6, they did manage to optimize on PS5 and Xbox Series X. So that way, even though PC is better than consoles, PS5 and Xbox Series X's, they're not too far off in regards to performance in comparison to what it is on PC currently. So at that point, it doesn't really matter too much unless there's the thing if you don't want to pay for online and all that. If that isn't much of a factor to you, then you can really get on any systems, really. But PC is generally more convenient for a variety of reasons. Like, obviously, I'm on my laptop at the moment gaming and streaming. But I do stream the game on consoles, though, just because it is easier for me to do. And not to mention, my laptop, unfortunately, it can't support playing and streaming the game at the same time. Unfortunately. Wait, was it that way? Wait, why don't you guys go this way, Dad? I know I'm not winning that. Oh well. Oh yeah, I'm streaming on my laptop. It's a gaming laptop, by the way, so it's strong enough to stream. Like I can't like push it to high or ultras, or I can't push it to ultra settings, obviously. But it's a good gaming laptop that can play most games. It can still play games pretty decently at the very least. I probably will get a desktop at some point, but when I look back, I just realized I really only need a laptop, really. Not to mention, well, I guess with how my room is now, I could have room for a desktop now, but that'll be for later on, though. And it'll be at that point, then I can finally stream Street Fighter 6 on PC. Without worries. Probably get Tekken 8 on PC, too. Like, my current laptop can support Tekken 8. It can run it on minimum settings, but it doesn't meet the recommended, which I did try out the demo, so it works fine. I had a gaming laptop a long time ago. Lasted for a good while. And yeah, for what it was, but once it stopped working... Oh yeah, for sure. Which I do plan to do that at some point down the line. It's just back then, well, I was working. But I didn't really get like I didn't get too crazy invested till 2022. Which, by the way, my previous laptop wasn't even a gaming laptop. It was just really just to do stuff. So, whatever, it was like, regardless of what I got at that time, it was going to be better than what I had before. Gaming laptops are definitely convenient though. But I will definitely get a PC at some point down the line. It probably will be a pre-built, by the way. But until then, my laptop should last for a good while still, so I'm not too worried about it at the moment. It's an i7, by the way, with, well, it's an RTX 3060 card, but it's also a laptop card, so it's a lot weaker than the RTX 3060 or RTX 3060 Ti's. But it still works pretty well, though, for what I need. So I haven't really minded it too much, really. It came out, it released like 2-ish years ago, I think. And I got it on sale for 1K, so not too bad of an investment in my opinion. And like I said, it pretty much does what I want as well, so I'm never really too worried about it. Should definitely last for a while nonetheless. Fine, whenever I do get my PC, like I said, I'm pretty much planning for a pre-build, which I know a lot of people will say you should customize your PC. You save so much more money and all that. Which, one, I'm no expert with building PCs. If I were to build one, I would definitely need people to help me with it. Which I don't expect to get it all done in one day either. And I'm pretty sure most people I know that build one live over an hour away from me at this point, I feel. You struggled hard building your first PC? I can see that. Did you do it on your own too? Which I can imagine that would add even more to it. Which I think the result would be overall beneficial. Like, obviously, you're in control of making your PC and all that. You are in control. You can customize whatever you want for it specifically, and then not to mention, if something does go wrong, you'll pretty much know where to fix it at that point. But then I did look at some areas. Well, I did see Cousin helped and taught you some stuff, so that's why you can do it now? Okay, for sure, for sure. It's always good to have someone you know help you with it at the very least, which I think that's cool to have, though. In my opinion. Okay, which one's this? This one's not too hard, which basically you have to start from here. Basically follow this. Follow the line straight. And then you figure it out. It's actually not too hard once you learn it. Okay, starts here. Which, don't worry. I had a friend pretty much came into my stream to tell me, okay, like, he was lurking initially, but then he was like, okay, I had to come out lurking just to tell you, you're doing this wrong. Just look for where it starts, and then follow the lines. I was like, oh, so that's all it is. Yeah, I felt dumb when I learned about it. I felt dumb once I actually put it into motion. I was like, oh. There was a time I was wondering, how are people figuring this out so quickly? And I was like, it's literally right there. It's not that, yeah. And anyone that's stuck here, they probably don't know how to do it, basically. So yeah, whenever you get to this again, whenever you do this again next time, yeah, just follow where it starts. And you'll figure it out. Like that. But yeah, back to what we were talking about with your PCs. It's good that you had someone that you knew that could teach you how to build them and such. Oh, well, he got... Oh, well, rip this person. But yeah, I guess aside from, obviously not knowing how to build it, which I don't really have that time and energy to try to learn it at the moment. I did see some areas where you definitely save money doing it for sure. How significant it is, though, is another story, though. Which, at that point, I'm really just... Whatever I buy, I'm usually expecting them to last long term. Outside, obviously, keeping it in a pretty well ventilated area and all that, so it doesn't overheat and all. And cleaning it out time to time. I in general just want something that can last, and that way just works from the out the gate, which I can't really speak on pre-built back in the day, because I did hear some stories of how they weren't really good, which there's probably some truth to it. I'm not gonna be talking, I can't vouch for it though. But seeing what they have out at the moment, they look fine enough to where, if you're just trying to invest into something in the long term, it just looks fine for me to use a pre-built versus putting in time to build a PC when I could buy it. I probably would wait for a sale though. Probably. I can push him and save myself at the same time. Oh well. Now with all that said, I got this laptop 2-ish years ago, so I don't think I don't really need to change from it anytime soon. I guess if I consider it, I'm not trying to. Well, I'm definitely going to consider at some point. I guess, it probably would, I guess if I were to consider switching, probably would be, 2026 maybe? 2027 possibly? This year it would feel a little too soon to switch. 2025 as well, but anything can happen though. I still have my PS5 as well, at the very least. Those things should be fine overall, though. But I'll figure it out. Which I will say though, I am using my PS5 a lot less. I have been using it a lot less ever since I got my gaming laptop. At the end of 2022. I still use my PS5 still for stuff. Hey, period. You only use your PS5, period. You don't touch it in months. Oh yeah, that's pretty much me too. Playing on PC. Well, especially with Street Fighter, I'm pretty much playing that on PC. But and I have a lot of games I can stream that I have on PC too. That I could just stream. It's just like Fall Guys right now. I could stream this on console too, like I used to, but the game runs my well, the game runs fine on my laptop while streaming. In general, it's just a lot more convenient to do it here. Versus connecting my capture card to my TV, to my console. And not to mention now, it would be, well, my laptop would be on Wi-Fi if I were to stream it on console, which you can still stream it, like how I stream Pokemon Unite. But it's a little inconvenient as well at the same time. To a degree. And I guess I'll also admit, I also got to play a lot of the games I owned on PC, since a good amount of the games I got to the Epic Game Store for free. So it was nice to take advantage of it with my gaming laptop. Which granted, I've actually only played through one of them so far. That being GTA 5. Which, I mean, I got for free in like 2020? And then I just never touched it till last year. Granted, if I were to get modern games on PC, I probably wouldn't be able to stream them as well. I'm pretty sure my laptop could handle streaming Grand Blue Fantasy Relink to a degree. I'm pretty sure it can. However, it's hard to say just because I'm not the huge expert on that. But even if it was, I probably would have gotten it on PS5 anyways, just because there was a pre-order. Well, there was early access for pre-ordering that game digitally. And I know one of my friends needed a Grand Blue Fantasy Relink code, so it helped out for them too. Oh yeah, Cosmic, not sure if you've done it yet, or if you plan to, but did you download the 7 Rebirth demo by any chance? Which, I'm assuming you're not doing. I'm assuming you're just gonna wait till it actually releases to do it. You wanna go as blind as possible? Fair enough, fair enough. I got it physical, when I heard there was early access for digital, you're a rip. It happens. It doesn't hurt to own the physical game, though. Did I try? I have not. I don't plan to either, just because, like I mentioned earlier, I am focusing more on Street Fighter 6, so that, like I said, that's pretty much taking up this week and next week, as well as Ed coming out in Street Fighter 6. And not to mention, I guess with demos nowadays, I'm not saying everyone should feel that way. It's just for me personally, as I got older and have less time to do some things I want to do. Demos, I really see them as a means to. I see it as a means to more so like try out the game if I'm not too sure if I want the game or not. Versus like actually wanting to play it to make progress and all that. God damn it. And I will admit, the last demo I tried actually steered me clear away of a game. It was Babylon's Fall, by the way. That live service Square Enix game, which I was hopeful for it just because Platinum Games was working on it. But as I showed it over time, I was like, yeah, I'm not sure if I want this game anymore. And then they announced the demo. I was like, well, I guess I'll try it to see. I played it for like 20 to 30-ish minutes. I was like, yeah, I don't like. I was like, yeah, I don't like this game. Yeah, which it's a good thing I didn't get it because the game's like the game's service shut down less than a year after it launched. Which, yeah, it would have been a waste of money for me personally. It had a cool idea of anything, but yeah, it was not a game. What the game people would want. Which I wanted to give it a shot, but I was like, yeah, I'm not getting this. But most games generally, like, if I'm already interested in them, I don't really feel the need to play a demo. The only exception to that is like really just fighting game betas, if anything, and some demos to a degree. That's really the only exception I make to demos, which they're for a different reason, because fighting games and all that. And with Street Fighter 6, I'll admit yeah, Street Fighter 6, I did try out the demo a bit, but that was just more so to test the game on my PC, really, laptop, really. Just to try it out again and all that stuff. Which it worked really well, but that's all I really did. I didn't even like play the demo. And then Beta's like obviously the next fighting game that's gonna be coming out soonish. I do want to like get a feel of it and all that to see if it's for me or not. But other games, like generally, if I'm already interested in them, I was talking about like fighting games in general. If there's like a demo or beta for it, I'm more inclined to try them just because I want to know if I like them or not. Which, granted, that's also sort of in the same boat with demos to me already. Darn it, didn't get one. Yeah. But games like Guilty Gear Strive, well, Guilty Gear, I'll admit, I wasn't like too crazy on it from the base, just because, well, I didn't find a character that got my interest to play it. Which I learned about was a character later on, if anything. Darn. I'm always too late. Oh wait. Good job, sir. I don't think I'm gonna make this, but I'll try my best. Yeah, so close. It just sucks when you're not able to get what you need. When you're not You're not able to get a hoop on your own for a long time. Which, I mean, there were plenty of chances for me to get one, but I just kept missing some. Not to mention, I also kept going for the gold ones a little too much, I'd say. Oh yeah, I actually didn't really get to talk about it, but... So, like I said, I know the Super Bowl is today. I don't watch football or anything, so I actually don't follow it too much. I did see some ads that were released on YouTube, like, which I think the main one I was thinking about was actually the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, which, man, that I keep forgetting that that's the only Marvel movie releasing this year. But I am somewhat interested in watching it. You're back? Welcome back, Z-Fly. Still just chilling with Fall Guys at the moment, which I'm not sure how long I'm going to be going for tonight, but I'll probably go for a bit longer if anything. And like I was saying earlier, this week will probably be a lot of Street Fighter 6 this week. Maybe I'll stream Mirror's Edge to like get like one variety game in, if anything, possibly. But we'll see. I'm not sure if you hear when I was talking about this, so... Oh yeah, I don't think you're here when I was talking about this, Z-Fly, but... I did go to that monthly, the one in Irvine that T told us about. Contender Esports and all that. I did go to it yesterday, which... Man, for the monthlies... It was a fun event, by the way, but... Man, trying to get parking in that area is a nightmare, to say the least, which... I'm lucky I had my dad drop me off instead to make it easier, but trying to get in just trying to get into the plaza is already hard enough. And then trying to get parking. Good luck with that. Might have to like park somewhere far away if anything. But the place itself is cool though. Like I said, I had a good time at the events. I'll probably go by next week with Ed, when Ed releases and all that. Grape orange. Grape. But when I was there, one thing that did take a bit to realize was just, man, I think Street Fighter 6 and Guilty Gear Strive. So many players were on leverless controllers, either leverless or pads, primarily. It like felt really weird to see, but it did remind me we're sort of in that phase where leverless is the new norm. Orange banana grape. Orange banana grape. Which I'll admit, I didn't help with that either just because I was using my own leverless as well. Grape banana apple, grape banana apple, grape banana apple orange, grape banana apple orange watermelon, grape banana orange apple orange watermelon, grape banana apple orange watermelon, grape banana apple orange watermelon, grape banana apple orange watermelon. Great. And then for what it's worth, I'll say I am glad I did bring a leverless controller this time because trying to carry my backpack around with my Kwamba Pearl, which I love my Pearl, but it's so big to carry around. And it would have been inconvenient trying to fit in that small venue as well. So I'm actually pretty glad I sort of switched to leverless at this point. Because it's just so much easier to carry around in a small laptop bag I bought initially for my previous job when I went to the office. Now it's just pretty much my Razer KitchenAid carrying bag instead, which is just a lot more convenient for me in general. Just feels weird we're in sort of that time where levers aren't like dead per se, but why is it so hard to grab these things? Okay, hopefully I can just stay here in peace. Hi, Wedgie. Speaking of that, I know I talked about the leverless idea with you and all that, which I don't feel like you have to switch to it if you want the advantage, but I did mention you should try it out on your keyboard and such. I would advise trying it out on your keyboard, Cyril, just to see how you would feel about using leverless. Which I know some people actually do play on keyboard for fighting games, which it is really convenient. But at least, in my opinion, I think regardless if you use it or not, I think it's a good place to at least test it out for yourself to see if it's something you would be interested in. Which is actually how I started with DNF Duel last year, actually. I tried out leverless on it. I tried it on my keyboard at one point, and yeah. Yeah, got it. Maybe I'll take... Yeah, it's like, at least test the waters and such, because in regards to getting a leverless controller, you pretty much have a lot of options at this point. And I mean a lot. Like, I have the Razer KitchenAid, like I said. Phil has a Snackbox Micro. And then there are people that either have a Hitbox or some other brand of a leverless controller of some sorts. Which, like I said, there are many options, but I guess one of the best safest things you can do to see if it's for you or not is definitely to try it out on the keyboard and mouse, which some parts will definitely feel... Some things will take a bit to get used to. But I think, in regard to convenience probably isn't too much of a factor just because if you're bringing a pad, that's pretty much the smallest thing you can bring currently. Where you can fit that anywhere at that point. And if you're comfortable with it as well. Wow, he made it. Pro Controller feels good to play on. Oh yeah, if you're comfortable with it, that's definitely fine too. But I do advise trying it out just to test the waters, like I said. Just to try it out for sure. You know how to use it for PS5? You might be able to find a converter for it, if anything, possibly. That's a possibility. But at that point, you would have to look it up yourself to see how to make it work, because I have no. That's outside my expertise with controllers for fighting games. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm pretty much 100% committing to leverless now. Which I figured I was going to switch at some point. I'm just doing that sooner than I expected because, like I mentioned before, I was planning to go to the month I went to yesterday last month. Unfortunately, my family got COVID, except for me, which theoretically I could have gone, but just for safety and all that, I decided against going. Just because I didn't want to risk getting anyone else sick at that point. You know, which at that point it was like, I figured I might as well start learning on leverless. Because why not? And that's pretty much what I did. Like, I'm still getting used to it overall. Good morning. Yeah, lucky. Oh yeah, Cosmic. I forgot to show you about the Final Fantasy XIV skins. Something I just realized now. So, let me just go to my costumes. So, I have a lot of costumes, by the way, but, well, you'll recognize these two. I have no idea who these two characters are, but I assume they're like red and blue mages of Final Fantasy XIV of some sorts. Something of the sorts, I think. And I do have... Oh yeah, here's this creature from... Wait. Is this a Final Fantasy one? I know there's one that might be from something else, but this might be a Final Fantasy one. Who knows? I have a lot of costumes, by the way. Oh yeah, here's a Chocobo one. Okay, this one's definitely a Final Fantasy one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, needless to say, I got a lot of costumes, and the ones from Final Fantasy XIV were pretty cool. Even though I'm only using really the Dragoon one because Dragoon. And then here's a cap for Moogle. Okay, on to the next one though. Oh, and Z, well, if you do know anyone else that plays fighting games and happens to use a leverless, I probably would hit them up and see if you could try it out for yourself, possibly, as well. Which granted, if we ever go to an event at some point down the line, I'm down to let you to try out my leverless, just to see how it feels and all that. But if you know anyone else that has one to try out, definitely one of the easiest ways to get into it, to say the least. But at least for me, for my controller, the leverless I got definitely feels really good. Anyways, I'll probably only do a few more games, by the way, since it is already 10 and all that. And I don't want to stream for too long tonight. Not to mention, I'm probably gonna have those long nights anyways. With Street Fighter 6 this week. So it's probably gonna happen anyways. Which I'm not sure which. Well, even though I will be streaming Street Fighter 6 a bit this week, I'm not gonna stick to any schedule. Like I said before, I'll just stream whenever I feel like it, more or less. Oh, this one again. Okay, one pair and multiple. Whatever the purple thing is. One pair, I think. Yeah, one pair. Okay. Four... Four... Four coconuts? 2 bananas, 1 pear? 4 coconuts, I think. Not sure if those are coconuts. 4 coconuts, 2 bananas, 1 pear. Wow, I bought those people. Ouch. 3 magnets, 4 coconuts. Oh, 4 magnets. 4 coconuts. 2. I have no idea, honestly. 2 to 3 greens, maybe? 2 reds, 3 greens? I think that's it. Oh. Oh well. I wasn't counting at that point. Oh wait, I was saying 3 greens. Oh well. I guess I'll do 2 more games at this point. Okay. Damn, so many penguins, to say the least. What the? I hate this. Leave me alone, please. Thank you. Now I can enjoy my time in peace. Yeah. You're here to let you know that you've been here this entire time? Sure. Well, welcome back, Hawk. Welcome back. Probably won't be streaming for too much longer, by the way. Just want to do a few more games, if anything. Maybe two-ish more. Yeah, we've just been talking about other stuff and other plans I had this week, which, like I said, this week I'll probably, if I stream, it'll probably be mostly Street Fighter 6. Maybe Mirror's Edge if I feel like it, but mostly Street Fighter 6 if anything. Because like I said, I am in the Street Fighter mood now. And not to mention, I also finished my Battle Pass for Ed on PC, so now I just need to finish that on console, so then I'll be fine. I also have a tournament next weekend on Saturday for Street Fighter 6 that I do need to practice for a little bit. So I'll pretty much use that time to play on PS5. So pretty much focusing on practicing Street Fighter 6 at this point. Until 7 Rebirth, which, like I said, I won't be starting on 7 Rebirth immediately, so for those of you that are playing 7 Rebirth, that'll be your chance to make progress in 7 Rebirth. Which, you all will probably finish it before me anyways, because I'm actually prioritizing Ed, practicing Ed in Street Fighter 6 over 7 Rebirth for like the first week or two. But hey, Puck, you should make that your game to return to streaming if anything. That would be a good one, I'd say. In my opinion. Cause I think you did play seven on stream like 2 to 3 times. What are you talking about? What do you mean, what am I talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Your return to streaming to being partnered. Cause I usually came by your streams whenever I can. You could be a streamer again. You should be a streamer. You should be a streamer again, actually. You life to the queen? Dang. Queen Lily. I should convince Lily to make you stream again at some point then. So, that's what you're telling me, right, Pac? Oh, what's that? Meanwhile, no one's gotten eliminated yet. How long are we going to be here? I guess it went on for long enough. I don't think anyone got eliminated, unless a bunch of people got eliminated at once. Oh, just one. Oh well. Alright, you all suck. Might as well figure it out now. Oh, that sucks. Not that there was too much up there anyways. Okay. Alive for a little bit. Now. I tried. Okay, well, one more now. Last one regardless, win or lose. Last good one, specifically. But anyways, this week, I don't know if I'll stick to any schedule to stream, but I'll most likely do a stream or two of Street Fighter 6 this week. More likely than not, before the weekend. Which, hey, if you do want an update on when I should go live, exclamation mark, Discord, and there'll be a link to join my Discord, which is pretty much where I generally update when I go live and all that. Hydrate. Thank you, Cosmic. Yes. Damn, I actually haven't played on this stage in a while now that I think about it. Back when it became free to play and all that. It's been so long. It is a fun stage too. You got alright, you forgot you paid for this game? You got the first battle pass for this game for free at least. If you paid for the game. Which I did on consoles and PC. Well, console I got for free because PS Plus. PC I did buy it, but it was only $20. Which I guess the plus side for me is I do have this game on Steam currently instead of the Epic Game Store, so fairly convenient for me. Especially when we are able to migrate one account to take over for both. So it was actually pretty convenient for me personally. Just to have only one account to focus on. And then whether I play on PS5 or PC is up to me. Because now you can only, if you want to play this game on PC, you have to do it to the Epic Game Store now. Unfortunately. Which I do appreciate the Epic Game Store for their free games, but yeah. You. I'll move over here. Cool. Hmm. Come on. Why is it so hard to grab these things? Okay, I should be good. Yeah, it should be a shoo-in for me. Oh shoot. Get away from me, you. Okay, shoo-in. Hmm. But yeah, I'll figure it out though when I go live this week. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. Ah, not this one. This one I was alright with at the start, but nowadays it's too slow for me, unfortunately, at the start of how chaotic everyone is. But we shall try nonetheless. Well, there goes one. Bro. I tried to grief him too. Oh well. Only one eliminated so far, which doesn't really bode well with how things can go. Okay. That scenario definitely sucked. Oh well. What's in this battle pass actually, now that I think about it? Oh, I think these battle passes are just rehashing some stuff we've had before already. So it's not as interesting compared to before. It's not as interesting nowadays. Oh well. And like I admitted, I don't really care about this battle pass and these battle passes nowadays with Fall Guys. Since they start seem more typical than not compared to before. Not to mention, I would not be able to grind this game consistently to get to these crazy levels compared to before. I'd have to pay at that point if I want everything here. Oh well. Well, with all that said though, that'll be it for me for tonight. Pretty nice chill Fall Guys session, I'd say. Got a few dubs, made it to the finals a couple times, but overall, it was a pretty chill night tonight. And like I said before, and good night, Cosmic. Thanks for stopping by again when you can. Always nice to see you around whenever you're able to come by. Even if it's not often, I appreciate it nonetheless. As well as everyone else like Z-Fly, Mal, and Pock. With that said, Pock, you need to be here on time for how many times you begged me to stream. All jokes aside, always appreciate whenever any of you can come by, despite your busy schedules and all that. Anyways, I do actually have one friend streaming who's actually been trying to stream again lately, so we'll go rate him. His name's Justin. Z-Fly, you probably know him. Part of the San Diego crew that usually came to Smash events with like K, Sedge, and all that. But yeah, that's who he is. But yeah. Anyways, like I said, not sure what my schedule will look like with streaming this week. It's probably gonna be mostly Street Fighter 6, but we'll figure it out. But regardless, for everyone that stopped by, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Till then, take care everyone, and have a good rest of your night.